It's back to school, back to work, but not before Labor Day long weekend. Tons going on the South Island, but today we're hanging out at the BC Forest Discovery Centre, right here on Go. On today's show, how a man is dancing around his disease with community support. We'll weigh in on the Port Alberni Salmon Festival happening over the Labor Day long weekend, and its cool pics of hot rods. You're dialed in to Go on Shore TV, Channel 4. An attraction for the whole family here, just north of Duncan on the Trans-Canada Highway. This is the BC Forest Discovery Centre. Jenna, over this long weekend, heading into early September, what's happening at the centre right now?
Well, we have lots going on this weekend, which is a very fun time because it's Samson's birthday. It's our steam locomotives, and he's 106 this year.
Yeah, it's one of the few places on the island to take a train ride, isn't that right?
Indeed, yes it is. It's very nice. We have about 2.5 kilometers of track here, and you can go around and see all the different places that you can look at, from buildings to different pieces of equipment and a logging camp.
And this is what a logging camp would have looked like, right, Jenna?
Yes, this is what we like to call our 1930s logging camp. We have 5 different bunkhouses or camp buildings here. We have 2 right here that are from the Copper Canyon logging operation, and the 3 down there are from Nanaimo River logging operation.
And there would have been like a post office, schoolhouse, blacksmith.
Well, certainly as the smaller logging camps grew and as women started to work in them, we had obviously children. We had schoolhouses and grocery stores and post offices.
And then, surprisingly, little villages and towns would grow.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, for example, Lake Cowichan is a great one to think of as a logging camp that turned into something much bigger.
The centre is centred around the history of forestry in the area. Explain a little bit about what's on display.
So we are based on a private collection, which was made by a forester. His name was Jerry Welburn, and it's actually our 50th anniversary this year of him creating this place. And he just really felt that the history of BC's logging industry was turning away, and it was being sent to the dump and scrapyards. So we have preserved here lots of different artifacts that show the history of logging and all other forest industries, from pulp and paper to logging extraction, as well as just the forest itself. Now we're a discovery center, so we have things that you can interact with, from birds' nests to trees.
First time I came here was in 2005, and you've added a lot since then. I see a kids' play area, also interactive displays, particularly inside, because there is an inside area too.
Yes, so we are still pretty good rainy day activity, as I like to say. There is lots to explore inside, and we're slowly adding more interactives and more things for kids to do especially. We like to be a family place.
Okay, more on the tour of the BC Forest Discovery Centre coming up on the show, but let's have a heartfelt story right now from our very own Paul Beilstein. It's about a man who has a community rallying support behind him. Have a look at this story.